I trained for the 2025 London Marathon using the Runna app, and today I'm going to share my entire marathon training experience.
This video is sponsored by Runna in partnership with Lululemon, and I want to thank Runna and Lululemon for making it probably the best marathon weekend I've ever had. So we'll get to hear about my training experience and the entire London Marathon experience. Let's get into it.
All right, second to last little run before the London Marathon. These are half-mile race pace, 5 times. 7:05 is what Runna says. Let's see how we do. All right, race pace practice, half miles complete. I was holding relatively decent pace. There was 2 of them where I missed it, just weaving in and out of people. It's pretty crowded, but got the miles in. And the GPS was going under bridges, so it's hard to tell. Felt good, felt strong. 7:04, 6:58, 6:56, and 7:20s. If I can hold that for 26 miles on Sunday, woo, we're gonna be cooking. Let's go.
My background in running is I probably started running maybe 2-3 years ago. I ran my first marathon last year, which was London Marathon 2024, and my second marathon, New York City Marathon. And this was my 3rd ever marathon. So I'm still very new to this. I might look experienced, but this is all still new to me. I remember the first day, Brandon Shamey from Runna texted me. He was like, hey, you wanna run the London Marathon? And I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm ready, but let's do it. Let's hop into it. I'm excited for another big challenge. I need a goal to chase after. So I said, yes.
At the London Marathon EXPO, about to pick up my bib, and these are the little stations. You're gonna walk up and grab our bib. Let's do it. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how about you?
Thank you very much. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really do.
And
Okay,
here we go.
thank you. Thank you so much. Woo. Bib acquired. Time to spend all my money at the gel station. How's it going? We heard we need gels for the marathon. How many should we buy? I have this.
All right, the verdict is we're gonna overdose. Gel 160s, 6 of them. I think I got 8 for New York, and I've only ate 6, 5. Rather be more the merrier.
Wait, I need to
We
do some
got
math.
big
I can't
and
remember
little.
how many I took.
We got you and me. Now the best part is finding your name on the wall, and as always, there has to be a competition for who finds the name first. Are you ready?
One.
At the beginning, haha, you funny. Where are you? Oh! F? Oh, I found it!
Oh, no, I found it.
There we are.
But first, let's go back a little. So how did I train for the marathon using AI? Well, first I
Downloaded the Runna app, which you can get 2 free weeks, clicking the link in the description. I inputted my time from my previous marathon, the London Marathon, which I went at 3:43, and it created an entire training program based on that best time for the next 12 weeks. Since I'd already done some long runs, my training block started with some decent long runs at the beginning. The very first one being an 11-mile long run, which I just was like, let's just do an extra mile just for extra credit.
All right, 2 miles in, mile repeats. 8:30, 8:30. Taking the easy ones as easy as possible. The goal is to finish the miles fast and not destroy ourselves. Did you look at that? About almost 2 hours, 12 miles.
I do not recommend doing extra credit unless you have the experience and you feel like you're not gonna get injured. It was January at this time and it was very cold in New York. I was doing some of the coldest runs outside. I wanted to make sure that I got the most accurate distance and pacing data to feed the Runna algorithm so it could use its AI to create the best training program for me. So I decided to run outside rather than on a treadmill because my watch and the treadmill data is not the most accurate. And after about 2 to 3 weeks, the Runna algorithm kind of figured me out and it was like, we're gonna update your pace, and it started to make things much faster. And that's when I realized I might be in better shape than I actually think I am. To say the least, I did not enjoy running outside in the freezing cold.
We got gloves. I didn't want to run today, but Julia made me. But today we're doing a 60-minute easy run. Feels actually really good. I feel very strong. I don't need this many layers, too many layers. Sweating a little bit, but it's possible to run in the wind and cold. That's the confidence I got from today's run.
So there are some points like my pyramid interval runs where I actually did them on the treadmill because I wanted to make sure I hit the paces, and I would just go inside and update the total distance in the app. But I knew that I wasn't going to be able to go off my watch, but just off the treadmill, and it'd be a bit harder to input that data into the app. And I just knew that I was just going to have to focus on following the paces on the treadmill and just not look at my watch. But what I liked about the Runna app is that you can actually change between outdoor and treadmill. You just tap those two options. You can see the paces for outdoor or the actual treadmill speed you need to put it on. So then I could just see, all right, on the Runna app, it's on the treadmill. I see it. I would just change the pace as needed, run for that duration of time, and then change it back. So the Runna app made it super easy to see my workouts, the paces that I need to run, and the type of location. So if I'm doing it outside, my watch would beep and buzz depending on the distance duration, and it just made it effortless because I could just see, oh, we have this much time left, this much distance left, this is the pace range I need to be in. And it worked with both my Apple Watch and my Garmin watch. And then when I was on the treadmill, I would just change the speed on the treadmill for those specific durations. I wish you could plug in your iPhone to treadmills, but there's no connection that anyone can do for that. But at least the Runna app made it effortless to switch, whether I was running outside or indoors. All right, it's official. We are now in the United Kingdom. I'm going to the Lululemon race day outfit kit fitting, custom kit fitting, and we are here at the store. Let's go inside. I'll tell you one thing, it feels good to have you here too. I have this official race day changing area with my name on it. Let's go inside. Oh my gosh, we've got the race day tracksuit. We got a nice hoodie. We got some sweatpants. We got some extra Lululemon gear inside of here, which we'll check out. And then the official Run Like Never Before race day kit. Oh, we've got red socks. We've got red, and the water bottle, Runna and Lululemon. I am so excited. Shervin, it's go time. They even have my name. How cool is that? Let's put this on. 3, 2, 1. Here we got the tracksuit. This is what I can wear post-run. It says Run Like Never Before on my chest. We've got the Lululemon shoes, the Lululemon pants, and the Lululemon sweater. Let's go see. I'm gonna run like never before. All right, next outfit, the race day outfit. And this is my race day outfit, all red, thanks to Runna and Lululemon. Wow, we've got these nice shorts, matching shirt, matching socks. I'm gonna wear some red, white shoes as well, but we're looking bright. We're gonna stand out because it's so hard to see people sometimes when you're running. It's so crowded. We're gonna pop. Let's go see what everyone thinks. Oh, we keep going.
Sorry.
Wait, okay, I have a question. What watch is everyone running with?
Garmin.
Garmin, do you know which one it is?
Forerunner 55.
Okay.
The Garmin Phoenix. The Garmin Phoenix.
6,
It
7,
does.
8.
I've got the Garmin Forerunner. I want to say the 260, but I don't even know if that's an actual thing.
265, 265.
260.
Did I say mine, bro?
I don't know which one that is.
We're doubling down. Bigger.
Yes.
Why do you wear a belt?
Just in case, because you can double the mileage. I ran 2 marathons instead of 1. Yeah. No, just to double check.
I will find up at my
Something always goes wrong with one watch.
Sorry, tell them how many watches you're actually running with.
6? What?
Are you a robot?
I have 2 more things. I've got a red hat and a little red waistband. So I'm gonna try to stack all my gels in here. I usually run with a naked band, but it's ugly. This is gonna look nice and beautiful. It matches my outfit. We're ready to go. Next is the hat. Since I'm not gonna wear sunscreen, so it's gonna get in my eyes. This is gonna protect my face from the sun. And, all right, Lululemon also gave me a bag with some extra goodies because I have some favorite shorts. People always comment below, what shorts are you wearing? I'm wearing the Fast and Free 6-inch Align short. So these are the shorts from Lululemon. I love these shorts, the Fast and Free short, 6-inch line. They put this little Shervin sticker. These are hands down my favorite shorts. They have liner on the inside, pockets for my phone. They're super short and tight, so they're great for running. These are my favorite short style. And not only did they give me 1, they gave me 2 of these shorts. So thank you so much, Lululemon. And also inside of the bag, we have a second outfit, which is the Run Like Never Before outfit. You ready? The Run Like Never Before outfit. We've got Run Like Never Before right here. Run Like Never Before. And it has the London coordinates, Lululemon and Runna. This is what we'll be wearing at the Shakeout run. So I will see you at the Shakeout run tomorrow morning. Then came my first half marathon, a long run. This is it. We're halfway through building these longer distances, and I was feeling good. At the beginning of my training block, I was feeling amazing, and I decided to push the distances a little bit farther than the Runna told me to. I'm supposed to run a half marathon with the Runna app, but since we started training early, I think I'm gonna aim for 15 miles. That's what I did last week. All right, blood sugar's dropping, so I got a little muffin and no water to go. I'm a mess. Always prepare for your runs properly. It's like 10 a.m., 10:45 a.m. Running on the Brooklyn Bridge, Julia's idea. And holy, I went fast. I felt very strong. I was holding like 620, 630 pace.
Because I was like, okay, if I feel really good, let's do that now, because at some point something might happen and I might have to pull back, which we'll find out later. So I decided to push it a little bit farther, which I don't recommend unless you absolutely feel very confident that you will not get injured. I was training with my friend Julia, who was also training for the London Marathon, and I would always repeat these things to us. I said, don't get sick, don't get injured.
I'm gonna help push you to the right amount, hopefully, but you need to always make the rules.
Hey, I want to tell you something. You never thought you could until you did. Just kidding, we're headed to the Runna race hub where there's an ambassador party before we do the Shakeout run tomorrow. This is a Runna and Lululemon race hub, so I'm kind of excited. I'm very curious. I don't know what it looks like, but I've heard of really cool things, and there's gonna be a lot of red, like I'll be wearing on Sunday. We get yet another Runna, a little goodie bag, Team Runna right here, Team Runna London. We got my name on it, Shervin, because I'm so special. And inside it, we have another Run Like Before t-shirt. Run Like Never Before shorts, size medium. I didn't give them the sizes. Oh, this is large. This is a zeroed in tank. Run Like Never Before, zeroed in tank, size large. Some Lululemon socks. Oh, and we got some Martin gels, maybe? Some carbs, bottle. Oh, 160 gel, they know I'm a big boy. We got a caffeinated gel. We got another solid, and we got another carb drink mix. Wow, and a little gel. Would you look at that? Thank you, Team Runna. Okay, we're gonna personalize my race day fit, and we're gonna try to put on, let's see what they can do. I'm gonna try to put at Shervin Shares. If not, we'll put Shervin on the back. Customize with my name right there. We're running 26.2 miles, baby.
And then came the biggest workouts of them all, which were speed workouts. These were I tried to do them at the track as often as I could.
All right, warm up is 1.25 miles. I put open warm up on the Runna app. How is it? Post.
I didn't like that,
No?
but I did it.
How'd you feel?
Okay.
Strong?
And I don't like how my watch constantly vibrates.
All right, we finished. Did 0.75. Guess what? 1,200 meters, 1K is at 650 pace. I was doing 630.
But I had a kilometer 200s day where it was like you do a 1K and then a 200 much faster. And these were tough, not easy, but I was able to beat and sometimes go faster than the paces that I needed to. And this is where the Runna algorithm would take this information and actually update my pace, and it made my predicted marathon paces faster. And every time I would beat these times, it would get even faster and my workouts would update. So I loved that the Runna algorithm was always watching my pace and it was either slowing things down or speeding things up. And as someone who likes to push themselves and always keep pushing farther and farther, there is a deload week. That's when we deloaded back to like a 7-mile long run.
This is a deload week, so we got a 7.5 mile long run. No Julia, because she's not feeling well, so I am going to run as a group run here. What are the odds? I run into Parker. This is crazy.
Well, I mean, we've sung in 81 per hour. It's a very
One survivor. One survivor.
Just finished 7.5 miles, Parker. What are the odds? I was not gonna run today. Last minute, showed up, he's here.
And after that week, I started to feel much faster. I was like, I feel stronger, I feel recovered. So that made me even more excited to keep pushing through my training.
A speed workout today, 800 meter intervals into 400 meters. Intervals complete. I was 800s, holding 610, 620-ish. It's about 10 to 20 seconds faster than the 400s.
Things started to go really well. I ran with a lot of friends. I think that's one of the most helpful things. If you know kind of your easy paces or your harder workouts, sharing them with friends, figuring that out. I know my friend Julia was also training. We had run a similar time for New York. We actually shared our entire training plan for the London Marathon. So we were almost to the T, had the same workouts. But I also ran with other friends like Dan Churchill, Michelle, my good friend Velko, Rob Dalto, and even doing some of my harder tempo runs with people like Sarah and Emily, and having people who kept me on pace, who were a little bit faster than me, and knowing that I had to make sure to keep these certain times and paces for these tougher runs made it that much easier to hold those paces. Now it was late February and the long runs were getting longer.
All right, river looks frozen, but we got 17 miles. I'm wearing all the watches today. Just start practicing on the long runs to wear 6 watches. So we'll work my way up. We're about 20 miles deep. We got 6 more to go. All right, big mistake. Not eating before these runs. I think both of us are doing that. But luckily there's bodegas all around New York. I bought 2 Cliff Bars, some Twinkies, a full water bottle. About 8 miles left. All right, 16.04, 16.06 miles down on these 2 watches.
Listen, if I can run 12 miles, I'm sick. At this pace,
What pace? Yeah, what?
9:22, and I'm sick. I'm gonna prove all the people wrong. I was hooked up to gadgets, running on the treadmill, telling me that I'm gonna run a marathon slow. I think I'm gonna be just fine. I remember that you need to drink water when you run. That was a big win.
Water and electrolytes and snacks, gels.
And Runna would always give me a conversational pace or specific paces that I need to go after. And these distances and workouts would all sync to my watches. So while I'm doing the run, let's say I'm doing a 200 meter, 1K, maybe it's like mile repeats, it would show me that distance and duration on my watch. And it would tell you, you have half a mile left at this pace. You're falling out of range, you're within range. And it would buzz whenever I'd go outside of those bounds or when I finished a specific distance duration. So it made it effortless, right? I didn't have to think about the workouts. It was like, I knew what the workout was and it popped up on my watch. It would show me what was next. It would buzz when I need to stop or start going. So in terms of making things effortless, I'm a big believer in the 80-20 rule. 20% of your efforts create 80% of the impact, and the Runna app just makes it so easy. I was able to change the workouts to show for certain times on my calendar. It synced to my calendar so I could put it in within my day, and then it was like, I just know in this time I'm doing the workout. I show up, I press go, the watch literally guides me through the workout, everything that I need to do. Done with the workout, boom, it's effortless. I don't have to think about it. I just show up and do, and then Runna AI will optimize and change my paces and workouts and everything based on how I'm doing. So if I'm falling off track, it adjusts. If I'm going ahead, it adjusts. Then luckily I was a bit curious about how to use all the features, so I decided to jump on a call with one of the co-founders, Ben, and he was extremely helpful in discussing everything that I need to know and how to use the app. And that's where I built the Runna Ultimate Beginner's Guide, which I will have that video linked down below. So if it's your first time using Runna, I highly recommend. It's a long video, but it walks you through all the features and how to use them. I ran with even more friends, and then I tried to do parts of my long runs with run groups because that just made it easier. If I knew, hey, this run group is doing 8 miles and I have a 16-mile long run, I'll do 8 miles on my own and then join that group for the last 8 miles. It just keeps you motivated, keeps you going, because when you're running 15 miles alone in New York City and you're like, oh, I'm tired, I want to give up. If you're with a group, you cannot give up. So that just helped keep me on track. Because in a marathon, everyone's gonna be running together. There are people around you, but when you're training and you're running alone, it can be a bit tough.
All right, we are at the Runna Shakeout empowered by Lululemon. We're all warming up, getting ready to run a nice little 3K before the London Marathon tomorrow. 6:30 pace, you be able to do that?
Let's do this.
It's official, the Shakeout run is way too fire.
Green Park.
Welcome to Green Park, the greenest park of them all. Feeling a little heavy, ate a lot, but I think after this I should be able to shake out all the heaviness and be good to go and run fast tomorrow. But I'm gonna run like never before. Run like you've never seen. Watch out, London. Oh my God, just like the Lululemon Runna campaign. Have you heard of it?
What?
Just make sure if you want to buy the new Runna Lululemon collaboration, it'll be linked in the description. This is the finish line right here, Buckingham Palace. We're gonna be running through this and finishing with a time under 2 hours. I mean 3 hours, maybe actually 4 hours, sorry, under 4 hours. Wow, good job. That's not the face we want to see. After a shakeout run, we want it to be easy. Yeah.
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 So now we're getting bagels and coffee at the Runna Race Up post Shakeout run. Sorry, my bad. I'm in everyone's way. This is embarrassing.
All right, what's happening here?
The gifting station. We've done.
Water bottle.
Bottle.
Bam. All right, thank you.
So that's where I highly recommend find in-person run groups that you can join to at least do part of your runs with. Then came probably my hardest workouts. I had a tempo 5 mile, which we did in Central Park.
What are we holding? 7:20, 7:15?
Yeah, until the last mile when Shervin said, should we go sub 7? So we went like a 6:45.
I felt like I had 2 pacers. You guys were like guiding me. I was like, I just gotta keep up.
Now we're finally end of March. We're about a month away. This is where I need to hit the longest runs, and I had one 20-mile run, which I did.
16.5 miles complete. We're gonna do 4 miles tempo, which is 2 miles, 6:45, 1 mile, 6:30, 1 mile, 6:30. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this, but let's see. My legs are destroyed. Wish me luck.
I was traveling so much, I went home for Persian New Year and I had a 20-mile run. I missed my tempo run. So then what I decided to do was to do The 20-mile run, I do 16 miles, and the last 4 would be one of my tempo runs, which isn't ideal to kind of merge the workouts, but that was just the time that I had. I missed some miles that week, which is not ideal, but somehow I was still able to hold those paces at the end of that 20-mile long run. I got to run some of those miles with a good friend, Flores, who's also a running creator. So just community, running with people, it's so valuable, it's so fun. If you can find ways to tie these workouts with others, it can be really helpful. Then came one of my hardest workouts, which was mile repeats. We're holding low 6-minute per mile paces, but that's when I realized, you know, things are always gonna happen and there's nothing you can do to change that, but you need to embrace it and you need to push forward. You need to run like never before.
My legs are shivering.
Beautiful work.
I'm gonna walk home like this.
I didn't want you to push that hard.
So I gave myself permission to take it easy.
I got an easy 5-mile run with Max. I'm just gonna catch up. Just to meet at 1, and it's about 1.5 miles away. So it might be like 5 minutes late, but it is what it is.
Knowing that I'd already spent months training, that just a few weeks was not going to negatively impact my running too much as long as I got some miles in.
All right, today I was supposed to run 19 miles, but been under the weather the past few days. I was supposed to do a tempo run 2 days ago, didn't do that.
London Marathon's 8 days away, and I'm not feeling it. I've been sick, haven't been doing my runs, and I just feel like it's gonna be a really tough struggle. I've done most of the training, but it just doesn't feel great. I don't feel good, like mentally. But these are the moments that like test you and you have to push through, and I need to remind myself that because it's not gonna be perfect. It was sunshine and rainbows until 2 weeks ago. And just like near the end of my training, I was struggling. I wanted to give up, but we knew I had to finish my training block and I had to finish the marathon.
Got my bag, my bib, and my books.
Lucky for us, Runna has acquired a VIP bus, and we're gonna be headed straight to the start line. Oh, look at that beautiful double decker. That's not our bus, but we got one of those buses. Today is the London Marathon. My plan says I can do a 3:03 to 3:08, but I don't know how true that is. Wish me luck. Tin, you said you were running with no watch? You forgot your watch?
Oh, no way. Why do you have so many watches?
I'm gonna run with 6 watches.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is insane.
Foggy morning, and now we're headed to the start line. It was so nice knowing you. You can finally get rid of her.
See you at High Rocks.
We got all the different starts, crowds. The energy is quiet. This is where Julia leaves me. She's heading to the pink start. I am the blue start. I did blue last year, so it's just a rinse and repeat. But Tejas and I did together, and this year I'm gonna find Michelle.
If you're not running with me, you better be running so fast, or else I'm gonna be so disappointed.
First kilometer we converged.
We've officially entered the start area. Now I need to find Michelle and use the toilet and warm up because I haven't done any of that. So these are the lorries. I dropped off an extra set of clothes, some snacks if I needed, and my charger for my phone. Everything else goes in that bag. It'll be at the finish line. The London Marathon is very organized. Clearly I have water at the start line, but I left my salt element in my little baggie. So I'm just gonna figure it out. I might not have enough salt. Bad idea. Here we go, we're starting the London Marathon. This video is sponsored by Runna in partnership with Lululemon. Here we go! Wow, this is so exciting. Let the race begin. 1K. Mile 1, 7:46. A little slow, but it's okay. Michelle has been found. Let's see if we can surprise her. Let's go, Michelle! She got this!
Oh my God,
Good luck. Half marathon 2.0. Actually, it's 2 half marathons now. All right, mile 2. 8:43. Took a little loo on that one. We're at a water station here. Oh, look who it is! And she thought I could leave her. Mile 3, 8:02. All right, this is where blue, pink, and red merge. Mile number 4, 7:47. Mile 5, 7:53. Tummy's a little weird.
mile 6. 804, 749, 804. Oh, it's one of my favorite parts. You got the boat. It's beautiful. You're about to hit the water. It's stunning. People, gets even louder. Mile 7, 735. Mile 8, 719. 719. All right, mile 9, heart rate 165. 724. Uh-oh.
Smile, David.
Mile 10. 741, mile 10. Mile 11, 740. This is my favorite part of the London Marathon. Up the Tower Bridge we go. Missed mile 12, mile 13, almost halfway. Oh! 13, 751. All right, mile 14, 732. Let's go, Michelle! Yes, buddy! Oh my God, I caught up! Mile 15, 740. I caught up to Michelle. We're killing it. 320. I think we got this. Mile 16, 752, 755. 755, mile 16. Oh, my stomach hurts so bad. I think I ate too much and drank too much. So I'm gonna slow it down. Mile 17, 735. Mile 18, 741. We're officially at Canary Wharf. About 8.5 miles in. Now it's a war of attrition. Let's see who will survive. Mile 19, 724. Caught up to this little catch-up thing. I don't know what it is. He's running fast. I think he's my pacer. 740, mile 20. I've never walked in a marathon. This is it. Mile 21, 926. I need salt and water. I'm dying. And there's 4 miles left. Mile 22, 1134. Oh. Mile 23, 1120. I'm dying. I need salt. I need water. There's no water station. And there goes my PB dreams. 24, 922. Mile 25, 1216. Goal is to finish without cramping. Last time I sprinted through. This time I guess we're walking. Alright, this is it. The final 200 meters of the London Marathon. We're gonna run it no matter what. This is it. We're so close. Finish.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want a hand? Is that cramp?
Yes.
Surprise. Where have you got that in your calf or your hamstring?
Quad and hamstring right side.
All right. Just try to keep moving if you can because that will help ease it off. If you need to stop and stretch.
We did it. We did it. We are dying. Woo. All right. Thank you so much. We didn't hit our goals today. That's okay. We'll come back next year. I still finished pretty strong, even though I walked. But next time, I'm not going to forget this lesson learned. I'll never forget that ever again.
So in London, once you're done with the race, they have these lorries with your bags. Very fast, very efficient. I love it. And then just like a line all the way down. And then you have a view of Buckingham Palace right over there. How you feeling?
Oh.
Almost just threw up.
All right, let's make sure we get it on camera.
There you go.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done.
So quick.
Efficient, I told you.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
Hello. Congratulations. I'm so sweaty. Thank you.
So, remember to bring a change of clothes in your plastic bag so that way you can change, because you're gonna be soaking wet, disgusting, and it's gonna feel so nice to put on new clothes. Finish off the celebration by going to the Runna Race Hub, and I think they're gonna have some fun stuff for us.
Reporting live from the Runna and Lululemon after party here. We've got
All right, Runna London after party. There's pizza, there's beer, there's a photo shoot, all the things. Compression boots. Time to relax. Oh, this is cool. At this Runna booth, we got Team Runna photos. Look at that right there. Stunning. What a work of art. Oh, we're at the Runna Race Hub powered by Lululemon. There's a whole bunch of goodies that you can win by using the claw machine right here. So I'm gonna play this. Let's see what happens. I'm nervous. I've never won one of these. All right, the goal is to get a sticker. We're gonna go for this one. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Oh, I didn't win. But that's okay. Thank you so much.
And despite having walked probably the last 4 or 5 miles of the marathon, doing like a 12-minute mile, I was holding a strong 7:30 pace throughout the entire marathon. I still finished. I got a 3:45, which was close to my New York City marathon time. So I wasn't too disappointed in myself. It was so strong. The heat got to me. The lack of electrolytes. There was not enough water on the course. I think next time I'm gonna run with water bottles. I think that was a big mistake. Last year I ran with water bottles and I felt like there was a lot of water, but this year there just seemed to be less water on the course. But we finished, we did it. I felt strong. I think my fitness from a base level has gotten much stronger. So I wanna run a marathon in the fall and I'm gonna keep using Runna. So make sure if you wanna use them, click the link in the description to get 2 free weeks. If you want any of the Lululemon outfits that I used, click the link in the description to purchase those today as well. I can't believe we did this. Thank you everyone from the Runna team, the Lululemon team for making this happen. I had so much fun. Like no matter what happened, no matter what time I went, it's about the journey, it's about the process, about the people, the time that I spent with them that makes it the most impactful and most meaningful thing ever. Running has really changed my life, so I want to thank everyone for that. Make sure to subscribe, turn notifications, follow me on all the socials at Shervin Shares. We'll see you in the next one. Comment below which marathon you want to see me run next. Peace.